um, oh shoot, I got stuff all over my sketchbook. Um, let's see. What does it I usually say? I'm so groggy right now. Oh yeah. Hello, subscribers, patrons, fans, followers, supporters, and generally anyone who happens to stumble across my videos. It's me, Johnston Blackhorse, again, and continuation of my little what am I calling these? 3D modeling reference, and this is the Megumi 3D modeling reference part 2, since part 1 was contained in the previous video, but the title is too long for me to um, share that detail in the title. So this is part 2, and this is the character I'm modeling, or I'm not modeling, but making a 3D model reference for. Yeah, yeah, that's the ticket. Okay. I I would have continued this, I guess, earlier today, but I've just been running a few errands and such, and just just really kind of wore me out today. I think I should have taken a walk before I even started this stream, but I guess we'll keep this stream short. Feeling slightly edgy. Right now I'm just adjusting her hair. But I enjoy streaming these videos. Uh, the interactions are fun, and for the most part, it keeps me productive. Like it keeps me on task, and I was hoping to get started a lot sooner, but after running all these errands, I was just really worn out. So after lying down for a little bit, I didn't even really take a nap. I don't think. Maybe I fell asleep for maybe 5 or 10 minutes. I don't know. But after I got up, I went ahead and made some dinner. Just made a like little simple chicken stir fry with some rice. Ate that up. It was pretty good. But yeah, today's just been slightly unproductive, mainly in the sense that just running around doing or taking care of business and such. Just every time I got back from running an errand, I was just too tired to really get some work done. Because just running around, I was walking and then also biking around in the Las Vegas heat, and it just really wears you out. Oh man. Okay, so we have the hair, and go ahead and do like the side view over here. Yawn, 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 yawn. But if I wasn't so tuckered out performing all these tasks. Probably would have finished this commission by now. But oh well, what can you do? I'm only human. I have my limits. Oh man, 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 oh 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 man. I should also get around to doing a let's draw maybe sometime this weekend. I don't know. I got some auctions to transfer and render with pencil. So I have to take care of that so I can keep my income what's the word, supplemented with Feriat. Can't quite see her hair behind her collar, so I'm just gonna more or less do some guesswork. Okay, lately I erase that. Bring in a little more detail. Oh no, I haven't posted a Friday sketch dump this, or yeah, today. I have a couple sketches, but I just don't think they're really worthy of a Friday sketch dump. So I'm just gonna hold off on them probably till next week. And by then, maybe I'll have a lot more to present on a sketch dump. But I gotta finish these finish up these commissions. I think I had too much coffee today. Huh. Okay, so she has a collar. Hmm. Oh man, this sucks. It's like her design isn't symmetrical, so I guess I shall draw what I can in symmetry, flip that, and then on top of that, yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Whoops. Oh well. Oh man. Okay. Trying to figure out how her collar goes. Guess I'll let the guy who's doing the 3D model just figure out how to do her cloak. Oh, How short is this skirt? It's pretty short. It's probably good. Oh, I think I seasoned my chicken stir fry to be a little too spicy. Whoops. Hey, Skullhead. He says, that sounds good. Gotta make some food here as well. Yeah, it was pretty alright, but I think I made my portion a little too spicy, which is weird, because I don't usually get that, because I feel like I have like a slight case of heartburn. It's uncomfortable. And I think I might have a little bit of indigestion. I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with the chicken. Excuse me. Hmm. Do 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 do. Mr. Enigma says, guess who? I have no idea. Skullhead says, yeah, I made a pretty damn spicy meal just recently as well. Way too spicy to have on its own, so I ended up freezing it until I get something else to go with it. I have no idea who you are, Mr. Enigma. Let's see. Oh. Oh, hey. Shoot, like let me look up the emails. Oh, of course, Mr. E. It's right there. I should have known. Yeah, boss. Just working on your stuff here. Just hard at work, working away. Gonna be burning the late night oil. But yeah. Hope you're enjoying the streams that I've been throwing up, tossing up. Throwing up just sounds bad right now. Because I don't know what my gut's doing, but I think I'm gonna have to take an emergency bathroom break depending on how this goes. Will my meal settle down or won't it? I should get some Pepto-Bismol on my next grocery run. We ran out of Pepto-Bismol like friggin' months ago and just never bothered to get any more. Frick. Frick, frick, frick. Yeah, I definitely should have taken a walk before I jumped on these. But I've been active all day. Man, do I really need to go for a walk? Yes. All right. Now the boots. The boots come up to right about there. Oh. Let's see. Not much to talk about. I guess I could talk about my day. Day started out pretty okay. Woke up at around like 6 o'clock in the morning, but I decided to go back to sleep because I had fallen asleep around 3 in the morning because I was up late last night drawing. And decided to get up at around 7:30. Just had to lie down a little while longer. And then I had received some payments for my auctions, so I went ahead and mailed those out. One of the payments I received via GoFundMe, and the other payment arrived by way of money order. So the GoFundMe payment should be hitting my account here in a few days. But when trying to deposit the money order, the bank, my bank that I go to around the corner wasn't available. So I had to go to another bank a few blocks away. But since it was farther, I had to use my bike. But before I could use my bike, I had to fix a flat. So I fixed the flat, jumped on my bike, went to the other bank, and there was a long ass line. Man. But it's not like I have anywhere important to be, so I started to just wait in line for a while. And I noticed, one of the ladies who was working there was helping a customer, saying that they had just barely um, updated their ATM machines. And I guess a lot of the banks in the area are getting their ATM machines updated. So since she was there, figured I'd ask her, I know you can deposit checks in some of these ATM machines, but I never bothered to, try to deposit a money order. So instead of waiting in this long ass line, I asked her, like, hey, is it possible for me to deposit a money order at one of these ATM machines? And she says, yeah, sure. So she helped me out with that. Finally deposited the money order, and my money was like available right away. And it was sad because there was a lady that used the ATM machine before me, and she had deposited two checks, but the bank put a hold um, on the amount until Monday. But I guess she had bills due today, and there was nothing she could do to get those checks back. So I guess she just threw them in the ATM machine, just hoping that funds would be immediately available because she didn't want to wait in the long ass line. But in doing so, I don't know what it is. Maybe it was the amount of money that she had deposited through the checks that they're having her wait until Monday to make those funds available. But she seemed pretty distressed, and it was I felt it was unfortunate. I felt pity for her. Like, oh man, I know what that's like. You know, just you have the money, but you don't have the money to pay your bills, and they're due that day, and you're pretty much SOL, and it sucks. I've had that happen a few times. But when I deposited my money order in the ATM machine, I looked at the receipt just thinking like, ah, it's probably going to tell me it's like going to be available on Monday as well. And I looked and it said it posted on the 17th. I was like, what? 17th? What day is today? Oh, it's the 17th. Wow. Thanks, ATM machine. Thanks for letting me have access to my money right away. I think this cloak should come down a little more, because if her arm is going to be raising the edges of the cloak, it would the bottom parts would droop down a little more. I would assume. But then, do I have to be that technical with it? uh, Sometimes I just space the fact like once I'm done with this, another artist is going to take it and then do their own interpretation of it, and whatever they come out with is going to be the final product. So like my my drawings are just here for reference. So I guess I don't have to be so nitpicky on some of these details. Ugh. Wait, is the inner cloak? Yeah, it does. Just making sure it had the same gold trim. Skullhead says he's been losing that drawing energy himself lately. Yeah, like, is it a bug that's going around? Like for the past few days, like, or kind of like today, or maybe even the past few days, like the sense of creativity I have seems it seems to be running on empty. It's like when I'm trying to create like my own images, like my own personal images for myself, it seems to be a little lackluster for some reason. And I don't know, maybe I'm just like in a little rut or something. Okay, before we do the asymmetrical clothing details, I'm going to drag this over. And I should probably start labeling these layers. Okay. Body ruffs. Hair ruff. Clothes ruff. And that's just a copy, I'll delete it later. Alright. Alright. Skullhead says it definitely feels that way, but it does come back eventually. Yeah, like I think maybe I just need to take a little break and just cool my jets once these commissions are done. Hmm. Finishing off this Coke, and but yeah, like after these commissions are done, just take some me time or something. Mr. Enigma says, I had been watching your streams just now, but I was listening to them on 2 times speed, so listening to everything at normal speed is surreal. Wow. There's a feature like that? I haven't bothered like digging into a lot of these features. I guess I'm just lazy. I wonder how I sound at 2 times speed. I'm gonna have to check that out. Imagine I sound like a chipmunk or something. Christmas, Christmas time is here. Time for joy and time for beer. Skullhead says breaks are always a good idea, though breaks for me usually feel demotivating. Yeah, I don't want to take too long of a break. Just end up losing or just diminishing my skill, or like my drawing muscles. I hate it when I don't draw for too long and my drawing muscles kind of, I guess, atrophy in a sense, because when I try to get back to drawing, just like a few minutes of drawing and all of a sudden my hand will be sore. So I have to like just ease back into it, and I hate it when I do that. Skullhead says, "What sucks even more is once your hand gets sore, it's immediately time to rest it." Yes. Oh man. Huh. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. uh, oh man, yeah, the heartburn went away. Maybe it was indigestion. I don't know. But it's strange. Spicy foods never affect me like that. But I guess there is first time for everything. Okay, I'm just too curious now. I gotta listen to myself in like 2 times speed. I can't get it off my mind. How do you go about doing that? Let me see. Let me jump on to this one. Hit play. Start streaming now. I'm streaming. Are you live? Preview. Start streaming now. I'm streaming. Are you live? Take this. Yeah. Okay. On the last episode of Johnston Blackhorse Artstream. No, just kidding. I think where were we? Oh, we were going to color this. If I was going to color it, I don't know where this B comes in. Oh, I'm terrible. What's the mean? When do I get decent mean? Hold on, let me find some music first. Just some background ambiance in the form of I have no idea. Huh. I don't spend much time listening to myself or like watching my own videos, but that was pretty interesting. I thought I would sound like a high pitched chipmunk, and apparently, um, playback technology has reached the point when you play things double speed, it does not make you sound like chipmunk. It is very interesting. It just plays things at double speed, and you still have the same tone of voice as you did before. We are truly living in the future. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Stop it with that voice. With you trying to sound, I don't know, Russian, Yugoslavian. I have no idea. I have no idea. How far does this cloak go? Wait, I haven't bothered checking the reference. Oh, wow, it goes way lower. Brrr. Shoot. Did I sound like Christopher Walken just now? I don't remember saying anything in his voice. Whoops. Ah, crap. Oh, duh, I'm in the wrong layer. Now, when you're trying to edit your sketches in Photoshop, you always gotta make sure you're in the right layer. Otherwise, you start making adjustments to the wrong thing. And it becomes very frustrating. There we go. Darge of Deadman is here. Hello, Darge. Oh, I looked up your video, and I do believe once I get my project going, I will make you or like have you play one of the scientists and probably find like other bit parts for you to play throughout. But I got to get started first. Whoops. Wrong layer again. He's okay. No major damage. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. Ah, the food I ate finally settled down. Shoot, I thought I was gonna have to make an emergency trip to the bathroom or just end this stream a lot earlier than intended. But I feel I should still go for a walk, because I haven't given myself much time to enjoy being outside. Yeah, I was outside sometime today, but was too busy being busy in order to enjoy it. It's like each day I try to set some time to the side to go outside and stave off the cabin fever. Fever. ah, ha, ha, ha. cabin fever. But whenever I go outside, I just feel really, well, kind of awkward in a sense. Like in a way, I feel like I stand out a lot. Well, I guess that's mostly due to me being like the only Native American around. And yeah, I guess I look pretty native. And it's like my neutral face seems pretty gruff, or I look pretty mean um, naturally. So for the most part, I hope that helps in just like having people leave me alone, because even though I like to go outside every now and then to just get some fresh air, or as fresh as it gets in the city, I guess. Well, not being cooped up in an apartment all day, but get some air, get some sun. But I don't like interacting with people. It's like whenever I go out and just walking around the block or something, I just do my best to ignore people as best as I can, and in hopes that they ignore me. But gosh darn it, sometimes these people are just so polite. They just got to say hi, you know, let you know how things are going, asking you about your day, or just like saying hi in passing. The Most of the individuals I get that from a lot are elderly Spanish speaking gentlemen, and they say uh, hello in their native tongue, and I have no idea how to respond. I just pretty much say, "What's up? Hello, how's it going? I might be brown, but I don't speak Spanish. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to disappoint." But yeah, every time I interact with people, I just feel completely awkward. So I try to refrain from making eye contact as much as possible. Oh, God, I'm a loser. I'm such a loser. But that's okay. I accept it. I own it. That's who I am. That's who I gotta be. I gotta be me. Yeah, there are a few people I'll say hello to. They were a few neighbors, or well, not a few. Few would be a lot, like three or more. A couple neighbors who whom my sister would greet on a regular basis, and then through my sister, I got to know them on a first name basis. So whenever I see them, I just stick around and chat for a little bit, talk about the weather, talk about current issues or whatever they got going on in their daily lives. But I think that's as far as my interactions go on a personal level. Other than that, the only people I really interact with um, outside the couple of neighbors I talk to, and are like cashiers and people who attend your needs at establishments. Dirge of a Dead Man says, "Don't start singing." Oh, is that you talking about when I was saying I gotta be me? Yeah, yeah. Let me sing you the song of my peoples. You know what's funny is that every time I would jump on the Dirge of a Dead Man says no rain dance either. Um, back when I had Just Dance for the Wii, whenever I played that, like either in the same day or the following day, it would begin to rain. So I guess I can't help it. Like whenever I go out to dance or just perform any simple dance moves, it just starts raining. I guess I do it naturally. I guess my mystical powers are just that prevalent. But I don't make it rain much anymore because I sold uh, Just Dance for the Wii, and I sold my Wii also. But if I get another Wii, get another copy of Just Dance again, I'm gonna make it rain. Hells yeah, I got the power. Bam, 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 bam. No, that's not how it goes. Yeah, I don't remember. Oh, there they are. Okay, now for the asymmetrical attire. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah, nuts. Merged down the wrong thing. There we go. There we go. Oh, ho, ho. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Looking. I can open your eyes, take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways, and under on a magic mustache ride, a whole new world. Sorry, I had to. I had to. Man, what else happened today? I think that was it. I just had to run around a little bit. Had to walk down to the post office, mail off those commissions, also mail off some uh, letters my sister had gotten, just to forward them to her address. And then couldn't go to my bank because it was closed, so I had to go to another uh, bank a few blocks away, and I had to bike there. Just do the whole runaround just to deposit some money. And then after that, I was too tired to draw. I tried to draw a little bit. Tried to draw some things to just throw in a Friday sketch dump, but I do have some sketches, but I don't think it's enough to warrant a sketch dump. There's just not enough to dump. You've got to have a lot of sketches in order for it to be a true legitimate dump. You can't just upload one or two sketches. You have to have at least 5. It's the rule of fives. It takes 5 in order to have an orgy. It takes 5 deaths in order to have a mass killing. It takes 5 sketches in order to have a sketch dump. These are the rules. Oops. Damn it. Nope. There we go. Okay. Nuts. I forgot to plan ahead for this part. I don't have enough room for hat. Oh, I know. Image. Canvas size. Height. Looks like yeah, that should be enough. Okay. Hat. Hat, 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 hat. Hat, hat, hat. Hmm. 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 Well, the bottom part could be mirrored. So I'm gonna do that. Hmm. Ooh. I'm gonna check what movies are playing this weekend at my local Dollar Theater really quick. 8, 9. What the hell is Uncle Drew? Still got Solo, A Star Wars Story, Rampage, Hereditary. Never heard of it. Guess I'll find some time to watch Solo and Rampage. Look up whatever movie Hereditary is. Do that later. Okay, how does this pot look? Huh. Huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Alright. I'll tighten that up when I clean it up. Okay. And guess there's two large buttons that look like eyes. All right. Yeah, there we go. Just throw it on top there. It'll be good. It's good. It's fine. It'll work. Don't worry about it. Sweet. It's coming along pretty nicely. This one's going to be done here pretty soon, I hope. Maybe I should go out for a drink. Burp. Okay. Bring this guy over. There. And somewhere, oh, there's already a line there. But let's see. Whoa. Gotta make a new layer for this. Ha. Ha ha. Okay. Let's see. Which line was it? This line. Let's see if we can line these up. Sweet. There we go. Right about here, I guess. Ah, there we go. Nuts. I believe it was right there. Dirge says he's got to bug out early. He's got stuff to do. Cool. Catch you next time. Good luck with your stuff. I hope you have better better luck than I did. uh, Forgot about the little hat fringe, or not fringe. What's the term for this? Trim. Is it trim or the rim? The trim rim. Let's see. All right. Oh man. Ugh. Stretch. Ugh. Ugh. I guess I should talk about the little technique I was doing there. For those who are wondering what I was doing with the rotating tool, like what I was doing is that in order to get a straight line, I'm lining up the edge of this hat with the edge of the screen here, and and that's how I got like the straight line on the rim of the hat and on this design here. Isaac Lobo says, "Why you do these so late?" Yesterday, I streamed throughout the day, and I was hoping to do the same today, but I had to go on several errands. So after coming back from doing these errands, I was just too tired to start streaming early. I didn't start the stream until was it until 7. So apologies. Uh, I did mean to start at a sooner time, but I just so busy and then so tired afterwards. But yeah, I had a busy day. I'm just go ahead and take this button. Whoops. Whoops. Isaac Lobos says, nice to see you using that tablet. Yeah, got a commission that somewhat requires it. Well, not requires it. It's just easier to do this type of commission digitally. So gave me an opportune chance to utilize my tablet, which has gone somewhat underutilized a little bit. There we go. I think I can merge all this down. Well, yeah, it's the sketch, so yeah. We have the clothes, we have the hair, body roughs. Save. How? Uh-oh. Let me adjust this a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Okay, image size 300. Why is this taking a long time? Did I not do it correctly? Did I not punch in the right numbers? Oh, no, they're correct. Inches. Cancel. Okay. Okay. Rough sketch. Roll these in here. Do I have the right brush? Yes. La da da dee, la da da da, la da da dee da da da. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Hmm. Give me a second, just there we go. Burp. Hmm. Hmm. Wonder if I should be playing some music or talking about something. It's just so quiet. I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about? Have I played any tabletop RPGs? Um, a long time ago when I was in high school, had a few high school friends who were into RPGs, and I got to play a little bit. It was pretty fun. Trying to remember some of the stories or shenanigans we got into with some of those RPGs. There's there was one story where I was a giant, and let's see, what was the scenario? I was in a tavern, and I was trying to con this one drunken goblin. No, yeah, I was in a tavern and I was trying to con this one drunken goblin to like trying to give me his money, and he said he was his money was at his house, and drunkenly like the goblin like led me to his house, and like I was hoping to just like more or less rob him blind, but we go to an inn, and like I'm asking him like this isn't a house, this is an inn, and like drunkenly he keeps slurring like, oh yeah, this is my house, this is my house, this is my room, and he's like just pointing at stuff in the inn, just like saying how it belongs to him, this and that, and the innkeeper's there and like asking us like, oh, can I help you gentlemen with something, and like the goblin's still spouting off like, oh, this is my room, that's my chandelier, this is my desk, that's my desk clerk, this and that. And so like I figure like, shoot, I might as well just like see what I can do to like knock this goblin out and pilfer whatever he has. And so I trick the innkeeper into like checking something out in the next room, and the innkeeper like takes off for like several minutes, and I take a swing at the goblin, but he's just staggering around so much that I miss. And I'm not trying to like kill him or anything. And so like I roll a few numbers, like trying to tap him on the head ever so lightly because I'm a giant. I got some immense strength, and so I take another swing and I miss again. And the innkeeper comes back, and again I come up with another excuse for him to go into the next room to like check something out, like saying like, oh, I heard a noise or something, like just coming up with some BS excuse. And so the innkeeper goes away again. He's gone for several minutes, and like every time I take a swing at this goblin, like his drunken staggers just keep me from like just knocking him out. And eventually like I end up rolling like a pretty high number, and I guess a critical number, and I hit him square in the head, and I just pulverize him. And and at that very moment the innkeeper comes back in, and all I could think was oh man, like this goblin, he's drunk, he's crazy, he like the moment you left he just ran headlong into this wall over here, and that's why his face is all smashed in. And at first well like the game was it I don't remember what he's called. What is he called? The guy who's like running the game, the dungeon master or something. But anyway, like he rolls the dice to see if the innkeeper believes me, and he does. And so he has to bring in some guards to just like to to carry the body away. So he goes away to like find these guards, and so I go ahead and just like just loot the body, and I can't remember like what precious items I got, but once I once I pilfered everything the dead goblin had, I just ducked out the window. But it was pretty fun, and I got to hear some other stories from other people and their like RPG experiences. And I remember one funny experience is that it was on a bus trip, and a whole bunch of these um, role RPG gamers were playing this, I guess, epic game, and they're like gearing up for this huge battle. And let's see. And like they had like everything on their side, and just you know, had like amazing weapons, and their characters were all just like ridiculously leveled up. They had like immense amounts of skill and whatever, and luck was just not on their side for that battle. It was awful. Like their main guy like charges right into battle. His horse trips on a rock, and he falls head first onto another rock and dies immediately. And then there was just like a bunch of crazy stuff that happens. Like one of their archers, like just a dead eye shot, like takes a shot at like one of the main bad guys that they're after, and unbeknownst to him, you know, just one of his party members accidentally gets in the way and gets a headshot, like unfortunately, and they die right away. And there was like another character, like the battle at this point is going so poorly that he decides to go on like a berserker rage. And he takes a potion, gets into berserker mode, but um, like in this particular game they're playing, I don't know if this is like a universal rule, but when you get into berserker mode, like you pretty much kill everything around you. There's like no discrimination. You kill good guys, you kill bad guys, but he jumps right into the middle of like this evil horde and goes and drinks his berserker potion, and he's in berserker mode, and he's just swinging his claymore all over the place, killing a bunch of enemies. But then I'm not sure what happens to him, but he he suffers like a mortal wound and just dies pretty much on the spot. And so their wizard comes along. Their wizard comes along, and he gives him like a revitalizing potion, but unfortunate for him, he was still in berserker mode. So the moment he got revived, he killed the wizard right off the bat. Oh my god! So like, I wish I could remember the rest of the story, but uh, uh, they they ended up losing the whole battle. Like it's like they had everything on their side to win, you know, but just nothing went their way. And it was just hilarious to hear about. Just like everything that could go wrong went wrong, just like right off the bat. But it did make for a good story, and yeah, just wish I could remember all the other hilarious details. But yeah, played some tabletop RPGs with all the all the different all the different dice and everything, and they taught me quite a bit. But yeah, yeah. I don't think I'd bother getting into it again just because it's just so time consuming. But it is fun though. Oh, I'll give it that. And like all the shenanigans you can get into is just it's hilarious. And I've actually taken some time to like find some of these YouTube videos in which that feature tabletop RPGs, and some of the comedic hijinks a lot of these characters get into is just pretty funny, and it's pretty fun that some animators will take it upon themselves, or maybe if they have an animator in their group, they'll have them animate these these RPG uh, tales of exploit. And if I had the time, I guess I would, get back into it. But it was fun. Oh, Mr. Enigma, um, feel free to answer this question if you want. But I was just wondering, like, well, I guess my question is like, are these 3D models going to be utilized in VR chat or something? That's what I had assumed, but you know, if they are, you know, that'd be cool. If they're not, then yeah. But I guess that's all I want to know, whether or not they're going to be used in VR chat. But you don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I don't know. It was just a question. Source filmmaker. I have no idea what that is. But I assume you're going to be utilizing them in your own CG animated movies. But, yeah, that pretty much answers my question. I was just curious as to what they're going to be appearing in. Whoops. Plan to release them public once they are ready. Cool. Well, I'm hoping to be done with these over the weekend. Even though I'm unemployed or self employed, I still look forward to the weekend. Even though essentially weekends are meaningless. But I get the sense, or still get the feeling that I get to relax on a weekend, even though I usually like continue to work through it. Whoops.
Oh man. think I'll
end this stream at the 2 hour and 30 minute mark. Just so I can go on a walk, see what's going on in the world outside on a Friday night. I assume there's a lot of drunks walking around. Nah, it's not that bad. On the strip, maybe. You know what? I haven't gone to the strip in freaking ages. Even though I live here in Vegas, like I don't give myself much opportunity to enjoy like Vegas life, mostly because it's expensive. But I've been meaning to just kind of like walk the strip on a weekend, just so I can enjoy the ambience of the hustle and bustle of Sin City. Maybe grab a brewski or two, sit down in one of the eating establishments located here and there on the strip. Yeah, I've been meaning to go to the Heart Attack Grill as well, but I think I'll hold off on that until I feel like I'm healthy enough. I think I want to lose about 50 pounds before I even risk it. But I've peered into the Heart Attack Grill every now and then, and it is a pretty interesting setup. You know, just like with all the waitresses dressed up as nurses and such, and just the whole concept of how they prepare your burgers, as you know, like they were prepared way back in the day, just frying and cooking everything in lard, and it's an experience I think I just want to try, you know. But first, you know, make sure I'm healthy enough to eat one of their burgers, because they have some pretty ominous names, like the double bypass burger, the triple bypass, the quadruple, and it's just with a side of flatliner fries. I mean, it's a pretty morbid joke, but you know, like it gives people what they want, just real unhealthy, fatty foods, and I bet it frickin' tastes delicious. The taste is probably something to die for. You know, I'm tempted, but I don't want to die just yet. So think once I lose weight, actually lose 40 more pounds, because I lost 10 pounds recently. No, actually maybe 5 pounds now. I haven't been keeping track of it, but I think I might be back up maybe 5 pounds or so. I don't know, but I'm still trying to like be more active and like going on walks and doing some running every now and then, because I just want to lose. This line's not coming out as. Wait, guess I don't need that line, or do I? But yeah, just want to lose some weight, because when I was in prison, the lowest I weighed in prison, and for like the like I guess majority of my adult life, was 170 pounds. That's the lowest I ever weighed. And after coming out, I just binging on a bunch of the food that I missed, and just me and my sister going out to restaurants, and just her showing me like a bunch of the eateries that she's come to enjoy, and just really treating me out. I put on like about 50 pounds. Someone's at the door. Hold on. Oh shit! I put my key in the bag, man. Hey, oh, who's knocking on the door at this hour? Oh, I made some more like stir fries, chicken stir fry with rice on the stove. If you want. Use that one chicken that's in there. Huh? Use that one chicken. Yeah, I used one of them. I'm back. Here's my roommate at the door. He had his hands full. Didn't wanna like dig for his keys. Like like who the heck's knocking on my door at this hour? But yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I'm working on losing some weight. Lost 10 pounds recently, but I think I've gained 5 back. But I don't know. I feel like I'm healthier than I was maybe like over a month ago. It's like I don't feel like I'm really like losing weight, but I can feel that my body is a little tighter, I guess. It's not as flabby, but when I jump on the scale, yeah, it doesn't seem like I'm losing weight, but I can definitely uh, feel and see some difference. My gut's a little tighter. My thighs aren't as wide as they were like a month ago. So I guess all this walking and running is doing me good. So I want to lose like 45 more pounds, and then I'll hit up the heart attack grill. Yeah, see what's what. There we go. Okay. Body outline, arm outline. Had someone recently request a lot of shadow pairings with other characters, and I don't think I draw shadow as often or enough. I draw Rouge a lot. I draw Cream the Rabbit a lot. But I think I've only drawn shadow like a small number of times. Speaking of which, like, let me see if I can find it. It's like one of my other artist pseudonyms. See if it's here. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, here's here's some of my other art under this pseudonym, and yeah, like I've drawn shadow before. Somewhat more of a cartoony style than I usually do. I also have some rouge pieces as well. It's kind of like seems like a somewhat of a significant departure from my Beehawk stuff. But anyway, that's just me showing off a little bit. I was just reminded that someone wanted some more shadow pairings with other characters such as Rouge and Amy. I think he mentioned a few more. I just can't remember off the top of my head right now. Is that good? Yeah, I think that's... It is just fine. Wait. Not quite. It's not quite a middle. There it is. Oops. Hair outline done. Now for the clothes. I think I'm gonna have to do this in layers. No. Wait. That's gonna have to. Oh, okay. Yeah, I will have to do this in layers. Okay. Okay, let's tackle the hat first. Wait a minute. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're pretty much at the 2 hour and 30 minute mark. I'm gonna go ahead. Uh, excuse me. Start wrapping this up and leave the rest of the details for the next one. So, thanks to all those who participated in the chat. I'm sorry I didn't have much to talk about in this video. But I'm just saving a lot of my rants for any future animations I want to work on, just so I don't know, just so I don't just wear it out or whatever. But anyway, thanks for viewing, and for those who are just tuning in or just who are watching this later. If you want to support more videos like this, or more, or support the creation of more art from me, I do have a Patreon website. I'll leave the link in the description below. You can check out my Patreon. I have a lot of free material there for viewing and downloads. And yeah, just check it out. If you like what you see there, then you think about hitting that become a patron button, and you get access to patron only content in the form of like full resolution scan downloads and things such as Photoshop files, After Effects files, and Flash files, depending on what project I'm working on. And if Patreon's not your thing, but you still want to donate money and give me some bucks or a few change here, and some change here and there, I do have a GoFundMe account. That link will also be in the description section below. And I'm also a member of what were they? DeviantArt, for Affinity, and Ink Bunny. So if you're a member of any of those sites, you can start following me there. I release art on those through websites regularly. And I'm also a member, or I also rejoined social medias. So I'll figure all that stuff out. I got Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Even though I'm still trying to figure out Instagram, I don't really update that all. The blah 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 blah. Sorry, I can't speak right now. Don't really update Instagram all that much. But I do plan to do so in the future, and just kind of keep it reserved to like my um, portrait work. But yeah, my roommate's passing gas in the background. I don't know if you guys heard that. But anyway, let's see what else. Oh, so um, thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. And if you like this video, then go ahead and give me a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe if you want to. And as always, I shall check y'all later. Sweet. See ya. Stop streaming.